Hi there, my name is Anthony Grant Dilson, and I am here presenting today my project 2 for the Cybersecurity Bootcamp. And this is an in-depth exploration of vulnerability assessment and exploitation in cybersecurity operations. So we'll start with our executive summary. This project encompasses a comprehensive cybersecurity assessment targeting the newly installed production server, as well as assessing the established web server from the first project. This focus is on identifying vulnerabilities, exploiting them, and providing actionable recommendations to enhance security measures. So this overview is identifying and mitigating vulnerabilities within a newly installed production server along with the web server and the client's network. It's to perform a thorough vulnerability assessment, exploit any identified vulnerabilities, and provide actionable recommendations to enhance security services. Task 1 involved installing the production server virtual machine into the trusted network and VirtualBox. Down here is a picture of it installed. And this is a network diagram of the production server installation. So this just illustrates where everything is inside the network. So as you can tell on the left side over here is the production server. And we will be getting into that via the Kali Linux computer on the trusted over there. So the importance of vulnerability assessments includes it's crucial for identifying weaknesses within the system that can be exploited by attackers. By regularly performing these assessments, organizations can mitigate risks, protect sensitive data, and ensure compliance with industry regulations. Tools and methods used for assessment. Though this project, or throughout this project, tools like Nmap for network discovery and Metasploit for exploitation were utilized to identify and validate vulnerabilities. These tools provide comprehensive analysis and actionable insights to improve server security. So this is a overview of the servers being assessed. The project focuses again on the production server within the trusted network and the web server located in the DMZ. Each server presents unique vulnerabilities and requires tailored assessment strategies to ensure robust security measures are implemented. So this is just the basic nmap of the production server. It's just me poking around to kind of seeing what kind of ports are open and what I can go into. And the right side is a little bit further in-depth look. It actually kind of tells me what all they're doing. I can go in there and check to see if the internet's working on port 80 there by going to see if the website's open on the web server, on the production server here. It looks, if I didn't get all this back, it wouldn't be open. This right here is a actual scan, a deep scan into the nmap of the production server. And with that, I also scan for vulnerabilities. And we have a placement here of fourth to first, being the top four vulnerabilities, coming in number 4. It's going to be our slow Loris DOS attack. Number 3 is going to be an SSL CCS injection. This one, number 2, and you can see that it was successfully exploited, is a Java RMI server execution. And then 10 out of 10 vulnerability is going to be the backdoor, the VS FTPD. Both these were successfully exploited, and both of them give me root access. We will be taking a look at that here. So here's our first place winner. And as you can tell, this is the login right here for the production server. This is a scan of our nmap, looking at all of our vulnerabilities. And then a highlighted section here on the bottom is actually telling me what I can use to attack it. And as you see here, is the CVSS version 2.0 is a 10.0 high. This includes our vector and our impact score and exploitability score. It also includes our port number that is associated with. And we will see in a little bit, and I'll do this one on a live instruction as well to exploit the production server. Coming in at second place is our RMI server execution. Same thing, shows the CVE, all the base scores and vectors. Number three, and then along with actually in the same screen are two runner-ups, gave some participation awards, is a Poodle attack and a Diffie-Hellman key exchange vulnerability. And looks like it is still awaiting analysis in Nest is. This is our Slow Loris, our number four. And so we go over to the web server, and we're going to do the same thing in map of it. Here's all of our open ports. And with that, we did a vulnerability scan. And coming in at fourth is another Slow Loris. Third is going to be an SSL CCS injection. Second place is an RMI vulnerability class loader. And first place is going to be the VSFTPD backdoor. I successfully exploited the web server with number one and number two. And in this next slides, you'll see that as well here. Here's our number one, shows our exploitation, all the vulnerabilities. Go to number two here, same thing. This shows that it was also exploited. And number three here is also accompanied with two participation. This is another Diffie-Hellman and a Poodle. And then number four is the Sloloris. So we are now going to show evidence of the exploitation of the actual production server. And the exploitation process began with thorough enumeration of vulnerabilities on the production server, utilizing Nmap for port scanning. The critical vulnerabilities were identified. Once they were opened and documented, the next step involves using exploits on Metasploit, allowing for a successful access into the root privileges. So here's our next screen here. And details of exploited vulnerabilities. Among the vulnerabilities exploited were a remote code execution flaw and a misconfigured service that allowed unauthorized access. These vulnerabilities were chosen due to their high CVSS scores and ease of exploitation, demonstrating the critical need for regular vulnerability assessments. So here's some screenshots of me using an exploitation to gain access into the production server. And so this is me setting the actual IP address for the setting as well. And here is it fully accessed, and I run it toward the bottom there. As you see in the highlight, it gives me the server username. I am en route. And I will repeat that at the end of this as well. Now, this is me showing demonstration of root access on this production server. So this is a successful root. And again, here we are. So this is me making a backdoor account. This account is named Yes. And as you can see over here on the right, Yes is able to get into the production server successfully. And this is going to be the exploitation of the web server. So the exploitation here, the process for begins as well the identifying vulnerabilities using Nmap. We also use Metasploit as well to get into this server. Several vulnerabilities were identified on the web server, including an SQL injection and a cross-site scripting or an XSS file. These vulnerabilities allow attackers to manipulate database queries and execute malicious scripts in the user's browser, respectively. Exploiting these flaws can lead to data breaches or session hijacking. And so the tools again were Metasploit, Nmap, several other ipconfig, and other tools used for Kali Linux. So here is access of me getting into um, the web server, and I am here getting into the root access again on now the web server. So, uh, establishing a backdoor account allows for persistent access for the production server, even if the original access point is compromised or removed. That is our initial attack. This process requires careful execution to ensure that the account has the necessary root privileges while remaining hidden from the standard security protocols. So right here, as you can tell, and highlight it again, we do have a in the sudoers file or the root access, the uh, login yes has access there. And now with that, we did find some interesting files in both the web server and the production server. And some files can be considered like configuration files for web servers or databases, reveals sensitive settings and credentials that could be exploited by attackers if assessed. For instance, like a misconfigured web server could allow for unauthorized access to resources. Log files can contain records of user activity and error messages, which can provide insights into attempts to unauthorized access or vulnerabilities being targeted. Attackers can use this information to refine their strategies. User data files. So this is stuff that I was able to get, especially those containing personal identifiable information or PII are they're considered critical. If these are compromised, they can lead to identity theft, fraud, and other serious security incidents. And so here's one of them. I actually found a combination to a safe. So if there's a safe at the office where this web server is located, this could be the codes right here. I could try to get into it. And then this is a confidential list of director of security candidates with sensitive personal information, including their social security card number, date of birth, address, full name. Again, this could be considered, I can get a lot of identity theft out of this, a lot of fraud, and even try to get access into the system through their accounts as well. And so another three files I found in the production server were three different barbecue recipes. The ingredients look great there in our cat, which is one of our codes, and it's all spelled out there. And other files that can be taken or accessed would be your backup files. If those are outdated, backup files are not secured properly. They can contain vulnerabilities or sensitive information that can be exploited by attackers. So this is another thing we did for password cracking for the production server users. I will show a overview of the password cracking method, John the Ripper, utilized on the users configured in the production server. It will show a showcase of their vulnerabilities present in the weak passwords and emphasize the importance of robust password policies. And so top left of this is going to be the contents of a folder called the shadow folder. Contains a hashed representation of the production server user's passwords. So I simply just copy that into a text file and made it a hash text file. And then I ran a code, John the Ripper on it. And as you can tell in the bottom left down there, it actually spelled out all of my user and their users' passwords, including some of the ones down here. Recommendations for improving server security. It's going to be enforce strong password policies. Implementing these strong password policies that require complex passwords and regular changes can significantly reduce the risk of unauthorized access to server accounts. Encourage the use of password managers to help users maintain secure passwords without sacrificing that usability. regular software updates. Regularly updating server software and applications are crucial in mitigating vulnerabilities. Establishing automatic update schedules and monitor for security bulletins that address any new threats that can be coming in. Implement firewalls and IDS. Uh, Utilizing firewalls like the one that's running and keeping it up to date. It will help with the intrusion detection systems, enhancing the server security by monitoring it better and controlling incoming and outgoing network traffic. Configure these systems to detect and respond to suspicious activities promptly and conduct security audits regularly. This will, and also including vulnerability assessments, allowing for any new identifications and remediations of potentially security weaknesses before they can be exploited by attackers. And then also in closing remarks, I just want to say that we've explored the vulnerabilities identified in the production and web servers, the exploits conducted to demonstrate the severity of these vulnerabilities, and the essential recommendations for enhancing server security. And with that, I will be doing a live demonstration of the vulnerability exploitation. This is going to be me getting into the production server through the Kali machine. So that's what this is going to be showing here. So go and get out of this real quick. I'm going to open up my virtual machine here. I'll also show y'all that all of these are running here nicely. So here's our system up and running. Going to show you that, we have our firewall running, our Kali Trusted machine, our production server. So we're going to be going here to our Kali Trusted machine. Okay. We will be starting our We're going to be starting our Metasploit. This is the program that is going to be using frameworks and modules to exploit the production server. So let's see. Make sure we're in the right workspace. Let's see. Perfect. All right. So I already know which one we're going to be using. It's going to be the PTSFPT. No, I spelled it wrong. I spelled search wrong. Oh, goodness. Well, let me get the name of that one real quick here. This is why we document everything. Number one, VSF TPD. My goodness. We'll just do VSF. There we go. No need to get too fancy. And so we're going to be using this module here, and so I've got that loaded up. I go and check and make sure it is looking good. And it looks like the host or where I need to put the IP is not set yet, so I will set that now. And then I have it wrote down here beside me, the production server's IP address, which I have as well inside my collection there of services. I'll show you real quick. Here are my services, and it shows me where my IP address is and everything here. But now that I have my options set, I simply type in run. It's like we are connected here. Now I will. Who am I? Root. So now I am in. I'm inside the production server as a root user. And this is the IP address right here for that production server. And so with that being said, this is going to be the end of my presentation. I hope that I have covered everything well, and I appreciate your time. Thank you.